Steinert baseball and Robbinsville softball get set for the big dance. No, not with each other. Both hope to bring state titles home. And in pro baseball, we get reintroduced to one of the Trenton Thunder's main men of the last few seasons. I'm Mark Fontes with sports. Soaring high above the CVC both before and after their action-packed county win over Notre Dame, the Steinert Spartans will be at home for the Central Jersey Group 4 final Friday. They will take on Manalapan High, the school that knocked Steinert softball out of state play last week. The 27-3 baseball Spartans, with a win, though, will advance to the granddaddy of them all, the Group 4 state title game, scheduled for Saturday, June 9th. Steinert head coach Brian Gialella in that event would be gunning for his second such championship, having taken the 2006 Spartans all the way. First pitch for Friday's Central Final, 4 p.m. The Manalapan Braves come into it only 4 games above 500. One township over, the Robbinsville softball Ravens are hoping to repeat from last year, but first things first, they will be in action Friday against Raritan High in the Group 2 Central Sectional. A win here would put them back in the Group 2 title game. Last year, they put together that exhilarating 2-1 win over mighty Pequannock High. Now, if Pequannock beats Ramsey tomorrow and Robbinsville conquers Raritan, we will see a rematch of that championship next week. The Ravens' 2012 campaign has shaped up a bit differently rather than last year. They do have 3 losses, including that MCT one to Allentown, whereas last year's squad was the only unbeaten softball team in the state. Robbinsville was also in action today in a regular season showdown against Steinert. We will have highlights of that tomorrow on WZBN Sports. To the Thunder we go. Outfielder Dan Brewer has been getting it done from all levels of the Yankees minor league system. He spent time last season with AAA Scranton Wilkes-Boro, but most of this year he's been back with the Thunder, where he is batting .221 and slugging .288. Some of you may recall we talked with Brewer back in 2010 when he was still fairly new to the Capital Region. Now this Chicago area transplant has more stories and experiences from the minors, some of which he shares tonight.
You're a young guy, you just got to stick with it. I mean, you're going to go through a little up and down here.
Part of playing pro sports means never getting too comfortable with one place you land. In Thunder outfielder Dan Brewer's case, while he has yet to make it to the Yankees, he's been at virtually all the levels of their minor league system, and 2012 is his second era with the Thunder.
We got a good group of guys here. We got a really good pitching staff. You know, I think we got a young group of hitters. And, you know, we're just working on trying to build that team chemistry.
Some may feel chemistry is a challenge on a Double-A team like Trenton, where people get called up to AAA Scranton Wilkes-Boro, sent down to High-A Tampa, and shuffled really all over the place. But teammates do get to know one another as they bounce up and down through the system. Knowing one another keeps that chemistry alive.
It's always good when you got guys coming back who know the league. They get comfortable in spots, and, you know, when we travel on the road, they've been there, they know how to go through it.
When the season began, Brewer was one of 19 returning faces to the Thunder. So far this year, he's batting over .200, with a slugging percentage well over .300.
You know, when I first got here, I ran into some struggles, and I had some older guys, you know, tell me just to relax. Justin Christian was here with me. He was a huge part helping me get through that.
We first spoke with Brewer back in 2010 when Trenton was a brand new place to him.
The competition, I mean, pitchers get better, hitters get bigger and stronger, game moves faster. Just everything all of us have pretty much gone through from high school to college to pro ball. You know, it just gets faster and gets, you know, more competitive.
Since then, his level of optimism has not changed. The final 46-game stretch of the 2011 season was more or less the zenith of Brewer's career up until now. He was in Scranton, and despite getting sent back down to Trenton for 12, it hasn't really changed his outlook on the game, nor himself.
Just got to battle through it and just, you know, try to play baseball and enjoy the game we've been playing since we're 5 years old.
As a pro, the Chicago area native has earned his keep as a Thunder outfielder. Nearly 50 games into the season, the team has kept an above-average record, but Brewer and his teammates will be looking at soaring above that come the second half of the year.
You know, baseball is a long season, long grind, and, you know, a lot of time to catch ground even if you get down early. But yeah, you know, we're just trying to get that team chemistry going and just, you know, put everything together.
Yeah. And finally, Team of the Day is brought to you by Prior NAMI Business Systems. Whether it's building servers, designing your website, or creating custom systems, we change the way small business does business. West Windsor South boys tennis competed today for the state's top prize, the Tournament of Champions, but we salute them for their Wednesday semifinal win over second-seeded Delbarton High. The Pirates' 3-2 victory in that put them that one win away from their first-ever TOC title in school history. That'll do it for sports on this Thursday. Tomorrow, WZBN brings you our last ever golf story, a brief review of a special tournament held today at Myrie Run in Robbinsville. Now stay tuned for Mercer County Close-Up.